What's up, YouTube? Woo! That's how he did it, huh? That's how he did it. Man, I wish I would have learned that back in the day. Really, I broke my zipper? Really? How do you think that was done? Anyway. Hi! Hope y'all are having a blessed Sabbath. That was my Hebrew Aryan coming out. I apologize. Let's just calm down a little bit, bro. Few things today. Let me get my costume on first. Because this is 100% of my ego and pride. And actually, it's just chilly. Bro, I really did bust that, though. Shit. Whatever. Dano, did you get that from Arby Surplus? Sure did. Sure did. That's why... Don't worry about that. And that's why... I wouldn't worry about that. Well, where's your flag at? Thought you'd never ask. That's where we're going to get to the meat. Because that's an actual ribeye. So. F, bro. I better act like an operator, huh? Delta Dan's at it again. You're right. Maybe he is. High speed, no drag. Did you know, by the way, to feed my own ego, that actually was a nickname of mine. And so was full of piss and vinegar. If you know, you know. By the way, that's right, DJ. I turned to the right side of the flavors. But bless you all. Now sponsored by a First Form. White people love it. Everybody's saying you gotta have this. Oh, this is to the steak, by the way. The ribeye. Man, you gotta have this caliber. You gotta have that caliber. You gotta do this. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. Just show your dick out, homie. I apologize, ladies. I talk generally to men. So, and trained men. But anyway, what we have here is a German High Point. What we have here is a American High Point. What we have here is, who knows? It's just a deuce deuce. Look at that, not even loaded right now. Well, you can't use this to do anything, or you're going to laugh and say, you're not proficient with, if you have only at 22. Okay, why don't you ask hundreds of animals that I have separated their thoracic spine with that are in the ground. Ask them that question and see what they thought. Guess what? They're not thinking. Because I used a 22. You can't use that. It's not 5.56. It's not 308. It's not 74. Blah, blah, blah. It's not a mod deuce, bro. You can't do it. Oh, my brothers and sisters in Christ, I can do a lot more than that. You think that's scary? You ought to see what I can do with a rubber ducky. And a controller. Got you thinking yet? Now, yes, the world is poopy. We know that. It's going to probably get more poopy. Oh. The pop of your knees. The toe of a true infantryman. Absolutely. Check this out, y'all. Talk about a blessing. So this was followed up with this. Why are you showing me an American flag made in USA? Why? Because I'm going to read a little excerpt to you and I will show you it yourself. I love your flag. It has true character, which that would be the one that resides at the front of my house, and it's tattered to shit and faded out. However, it's starting to blend in with your truck. Happy birthday. Love. Somebody. See, I am loved. I know I'm a little brash. I know. Sometimes I'm just not your normal cup of tea. I really don't. I mean, I drink sweet tea, but homie, I got pull-ups to do. Oh. Damn, Andy, you did make that for whites. It's just so good. But let me show you something here. This world's going in this direction. I understand that. You understand that. I would assume. If not, eyes, ears. You ought to use them. That's up to you to apply. Hold on a minute. As we go forward, this is the spiritual side, so you can shut it off now if you don't want to hear this. But this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm going. And I know there's others just like me and way better at this. So, gloves are off. Click away if you like. I don't blame you. It's hard to pay attention for more than 7 seconds. It's about dragon season. If you don't think I'm telling you the truth, if you know what these is, which obviously if you can see they have been used. I'll pull the teeth of dragons. I'll punch giants in their potties. I'll smash their nuts up to the inside of their guts. Barefisted. By hand. If the Most High Spirit is dwelt within me in doing that, yeah. But guess what? The dragon didn't win in my life. He tried. He snapped at me. But whose teeth are on whose bracelet? And skin, by the way. Talk about a pound of flesh. But with that being said, there are real consequences to this game. And it's not a game. This is a reality. So I hope you all see that. Dano, what's that? You mean, who is that? Because before I came to this walk with Jesus Christ, and I fully submitted to Him, I had a whole different lifestyle. So who this is somebody I ran that lifestyle with. Guess what it equaled in the end? Can make all the money, do all the fun stuff, have the girls, have the house, all that. This is what it equals. Ashes. Somebody's ashes are right here, all right. So no, I will not go forward into that darkness any further. Been there, done that, unfortunately, and that's really crappy on my part. Father, I wish I would have listened sooner. But for those living in fear, that you got to have the German High Point, the American High Point, and all this decked out stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, man, it's usable if you use it. But how many of y'all don't even know how to use it? Hello? Hello, is this deaf ears? I've been range safety before. Been combat lifesaver before. Other things before. Oh well. Do I want to do it now? Tomorrow? Not necessarily, no. I'm thanking the Most High for His grace upon all of us for the time that we do have. You know, everybody wants stuff. But how many times are we doing this with our hands? Father, forgive me. There's a reason why I cut that flag off. I cut it off. Because I'm not serving any nation that's not under Christ ever again in my life. I'll serve the good, innocent people that really don't even have a chance. That dad says, hey man, this is what I brought you here for. And let me tell you something. I was going to be stationed in Harborgate, Iraq in 2009. I was pissed at DOD, the Army, all of that, because I had everything ready to go, made all the arrangements and everything. At that last moment, dude, I get called off because of one of my MOSs and how it could be versatile to any unit, blah, 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 who cares? Now it makes sense as to why. Because if I would have been there, y'all, outside the wire, Harborgate to Crete, that's a pretty rough ride. Would I have made it back? I don't know. I got brothers that didn't on that exact same path. That's all the steak I got for you at this time. Be the light in the darkness, or you'll be overcome by light, like brothers and myself, because you chose darkness. That's choices. Have a blessed day.